Hi everyone, my name is Michaela and I'll be doing a presentation about functional analysis. What is a functional analysis? A functional analysis, or FA, is a specific type of functional assessment that involves the direct manipulation of antecedent or consequences to identify why the problem behavior is happening. When to conduct an FA, when it's safe for the client, and when you don't know what the function of the behavior is. Functions of behavior are sensory or automatic, escape, attention, tangibles. And an easy way to remember that is an acronym SEAT. Before you do an FA, you need a clear operational definition of the behavior. You need consent from parents, someone to take the data, usually that's the BCBA, and someone to track the time of each condition. You should also set up the environment so that there's no distractors and have neutral toys and highly preferred toys ready for all the conditions. The conditions of an FA are play or control, attention, escape, tangible, and alone. The next slides will go into more detail of all those conditions. Play. And this condition acts as a baseline for the behavior. In this condition, you'll provide the client with attention, neutral toys to play with, and you won't place any demands. Attention. In this condition, you're trying to see if the behavior is happening because of attention. Allow the client to play with neutral toys and don't provide any attention to the client. If they start engaging in the behavior you are targeting, then you can provide them with attention for 5 to 10 seconds, and the BCBA will take data for that. I know it sounds bad because you're reinforcing the behavior. An example is if you're doing an FA on a client's tantrums. You leave him in the room to play with neutral toys and provide no attention. If he starts to look for your attention, you ignore it. And if he tries to sit on your lap, you would stand up and walk away. Don't provide any attention until he engages in the tantrum behaviors or runs out of time. If he engages in a tantrum that matches the operational definition, you will provide attention and see if the behavior will stop. Escape. This condition is to see if the behavior is happening to escape. You will give lots of demands to the client, and if they engage in the behavior, you will reinforce it by not placing any more demands. For example, like the last one, you will place various and multiple demands on the client, and if you run out of demands or you can't think of any, you can prompt responses. Examples of demands can include gross motor and fine motor imitation, 1 or 2 step instructions. If the demands don't evoke a tantrum in the time, the BCBA will take data on that, and the function of the behavior isn't for escape. If it does happen, you'll stop placing demands and see if the behavior stops. The goal for this condition is to see if the behavior happens to get access to tangibles. For this condition, you'll need highly preferred tangibles. You will let the client play with the toys for an agreed amount of time and then remove the toy. You'll take the toy out of the room, and if the client engages in the behavior, you will immediately bring back the toy and give it to him. Once they are calm again, playing with the toy, you'll remove it again out of the room. You'll keep doing this until the timer is up and the condition is over. BCBAs will take data on how many times the behavior happened during that condition. Alone. For this condition, you will leave the client alone and see if that is what evokes the behavior. Even though you're leaving them alone, you should still make sure the space is safe. Make sure there's nothing harmful on the floors or shelves. Depending on the client and their behaviors, you may want to remove furniture from the room so they can't climb or anything and get hurt or fall. You could also get padded mats in the room to ensure safety. In this condition, there are no consequences. After an FA, allow the client to have some free play because evoking behaviors can be overwhelming. BCBAs will take the data and calculate the results to find the function, and then the BCBAs will write a behavior plan with replacement behaviors that have to do with the function of the behavior.